All aboard, it's Jang here with the Playmobil Porsche 911 Targa 4S set. Now this came out in Europe quite some time ago, but I'm in the US where it is very new. What I want to do for this review is actually go through all the stuff in the background first, mostly just to get it out of the way so I can spend most of my time focusing on the car itself. What they've tried to do here is give you kind of a taste of the Porsche dealer experience. Having actually been to Porsche dealers, I can tell you they've done a pretty good job here. The large sign has a frosted clear base and stand with the Porsche logo actually printed onto it, while the sign itself with this official Porsche Media Gallery photo of the 911 Targa 4S is a sticker that you apply yourself. They have this smaller sign, which would be one that's next to one of the cars on display in a showroom to give you some of its stats. Here's a stand-up desk for employees, and it has a laptop with a sticker on it, which is showing you a screenshot, I believe, from the configurator on the Porsche website. And this actually is nice because it has a clear top, and you place this sticker down beneath it, and it just kind of closes it in there. It also has a single shelf down at the base. And then this is just a hospitality area with a couple of individual seats, and they have an actual flat screen TV that's set up there with a frosted, well, mostly frosted clear panel behind it just for the sake of interior design. And oftentimes there will be an exterior window behind this, so that helps to provide a little bit of privacy and closes in the area. They also include one of these Lechuza planters from their own brand, and it just has some pretty plain green plants in it. The two figures, of course, can be whatever you want them to be. Either one of them could represent a customer, or you could see both of these as being dealer employees, with perhaps the guy on the right being a salesperson or sales manager, and the guy on the left being someone working in service or after sale support. It looks like he's got some products in his hands and available to him in front of him to help detail up and top off fluids for a vehicle that may have just been purchased. So there are two identical spray bottles and then two of these, which could represent any other sort of car care product, especially for doing final little detailing. Speaking of details, there's not a lot of detail on the print for the torso of the guy on the right. I wish that maybe he had a different color of tie or something. That may actually be the specified color scheme. When I went into Porsche dealers, they were allowed different colors of ties, and also no print around the back. The set also includes a few brochures, which are flat paper pieces or cardboard, paperboard pieces that you fold up, and they show you various actual scenes from real Porsche brochures, and also some of these pictures are seen on their website. Just familiar stuff, and this is mostly just to kind of help sell the brand to kids, so they get a little bit more excited about it. It's just bringing it all down to a smaller play scale. Okay, the car, finally. Well, the first thing that is worthy of note for me is that they did not cheap out when it came to making this. They created a lot of new molds to create this specific car. They didn't take a whole bunch of pieces from the first 911 Carrera S, the red one that they did, and just change the color and then change the roof. Most of this is new stuff that you're seeing here. They do have some reasonable amount of part reuse, but there's not a lot. This is a proper licensed scale model. It's not a kind of comic form of it. It's not simplified down. It is really trying to replicate very accurately the true car, absolutely to perfection with its proportions and everything. It doesn't have the traditional Playmobil scaling to it, and that's the same that they did with the red one. Even down to the license plate, once again, they've brought in their references. So this is Playmobil 2016. I'm not sure what the 5 represents, but the 991 is the body style for this generation. It's a Targa, so of course they have the removable roof section that just pops up and pops out, or slides out like so. And you don't have any space to store this, so you just have to keep it off to the side yourself, but that allows you to have open air driving. And let me go ahead and put a driver in there because I think he would want to enjoy that. Actually, before I do that, let me show you the interior. It is a bit difficult to see in there because it's all black on black, and this does look to be the exact same interior that they had on the Carrera S, complete with the automatic shifter. Boo! I think these might only come in automatic, actually. They've moved away from manuals, unfortunately. But it does have seating for 2 adult figures in the front, and you can put 2 child figures in the back, which is pretty realistic. Technically, legally speaking, you're able to put, it's a 2x2 or a 2+2, so you're able to put adults in the back, but it is very uncomfortable for them. There we go. So that's how the person fits in, and I actually removed the rear section just to give you a little bit easier view into there, but that just snaps back into place as well. And that's how the person sits down. Now this does have lights. The light module is in here, uses AAA sized batteries, and you just push the button and lights will come on. I'm actually going to push it a second time so that I can show you the interior lights. So it actually has the light up panel in the front. No real detail behind that. You know, they don't show you dials or anything, but I think it looks pretty cool. And there's even just a little bit of red that shows through, a little bit different color, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that's entirely intended, but I like it rather than just having the blue. And then the tail lights come on. They look really, really good. So you're in a lot of light here. Obviously at night it'll be more obvious, but I'll just turn it off. So there you can see very clearly the difference. And when you turn it on, look at that. That looks so realistic. The lensing that they put into this center section is awesome. It's really, really good. One of the coolest design features, I think, of the current generation of this car. And then on the front, they have the LED lights, or it's not actually LED lights there. That's just light piping. They actually have kind of a fiber optic effect that pipes the light along from a central module, and pushing the button the second time just turns on the interior light. So by default, when you push it once, nothing happens inside. It's just the exterior lights. You push again, and then those come on. So that's just the toggles that you have. So there the 2 911s are together, making the beginning of a family. See, there's no reuse of the smaller details. Everything really is done separately and new, except for the inner parts of the wheels. Like obviously the outer parts that give you the shape are different, but inside behind there they have the same actual structural wheels that have been reused. Also, I think the side view mirrors are the same, but beyond that, a lot of careful work was done to replicate. You know, they probably brought in the original CAD models, or at least some simplified CAD models for the proper thing. I just think both of these look good. I personally am not a fan of the Targa, but that's purely personal preference. I like full-bodied, full-roof vehicles, but I know that there are a lot of folks that really like the Targa as well. And just put the center roof section back on there. You slide it forward on the front and then snap it down in the back, and it's nice. It's nice and close. You know, the gap there is very fine. So just the workmanship on this is definitely high end for Playmobil. It's some of their best work. So that's the 911 Targa 4S. I think Playmobil has done a fantastic job with this, and I actually especially appreciate all the details in the background, all of the dealer stuff. I think it's done very, very nicely. This just exudes quality. It is a relatively expensive set for the number of parts here, you know, just to get a car and a little bit of furniture and 2 figures. But I do feel like you get what you pay for, given that this is a proper licensed thing, and it's nicely done. So let me know in a comment what you think about the set. What is your favorite feature of what you've seen here? Maybe what do you like the least? I look forward to your feedback. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again as soon as I can.